guys. So, we have not heard the end of Gwyneth Paltrow yet on this channel. I know, we talked about the vajayjay candle, like, that's its own vlog, which did amazingly well on this channel, by the way. But, as we all saw, it was a PR stunt for her Netflix show, The Goop Lab, which, especially since there's only 6 episodes up, I was like, you know, I should watch it. I should review it episode by episode. It's going to be a hilarious shit show. I mean, we know that it's going to be all bad. I have my laptop next to me. I have Netflix open. The synopses of each episode, I mean, let me just take you through these and why I thought it would be hilarious to go through these. So far, I've only watched the first episode. Honestly, I wanted to do these the day the show dropped. But then Cats happened, and frankly, I needed time to just mentally recoup from the experience that is Cats. So I was like, I don't think I can mentally handle 2 shit shows that bad back to back. Now I kind of wish I'd done this one first, because I think I'd rather watch this than Cats. Like, I mean, I'd rather watch neither one, frankly, but if I had watched one or the other, I'd rather watch this than Cats. I'd rather watch this 100 times than Cats. But, episode 1 is called The Healing Trip. Flying to Jamaica to take magic mushrooms and experience psychedelic psychotherapy, the Goopers laugh, cry, and release a gamut of intense emotions. This is literally the first episode of their series, and they're going to Jamaica to trip balls on magic mushrooms. This is why I was like, alright, fuck it, we're reviewing this on YouTube. But episode 2 is Cold Comfort. Can a shock to the system relieve stress? Chill staffers learn Iceman Wim Hof's breathing techniques, do Snoga, and leap into freezing Lake Tahoe. I was like, oh, don't you fuckers ruin Lake Tahoe for me. Don't you dare. Episode 3, and this would probably be, my guess, most likely the one that'll be the hilarious shit show, if any of them will be, but the pleasure is ours. Going from real vulvas to true vulnerability. Yeah, I said the word. Gwyneth and the team plunge to the topic of women's pleasure, guided by sex educator Betty Dodson. I'm telling you, the woman is obsessed with that body part. I'm just saying. Episode 4, The Health Spam Plan. How old are you inside? Gwyneth, Elise, and Wendy gauge their biological ages after dietary tweaks and try facial threading and the vampire facial. Let that sink in. A vampire facial. I still don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know if this has anything to do with, that psychic vampire repellent spray that's in her Goop shop, but I mean, vampire facials, apparently that's a thing we're getting on this show. Okay? Alright. Episode 5, The Energy Experience. Julianne Hough and GP, I guess Goop's team go with the flow. Oh, GP, Gwyneth Paltrow. Alright, fine. Gwyneth Paltrow's team go with the flow as John Emarl works on their energy fields in an effort to heal both body and mind. Oh, it's one of those. Oh, God. That just... I mean, I know I live in California. I am used to the hippy-dippy shit that arguably may or may not do anything, yet is overpriced to the hilt. This is the kind of shit that I see that gets touted as, oh yeah, this is totally legit as a trained medical professional. Yeah. Even though every episode of this show starts with a disclaimer that this is not meant to replace actual doctors, and if you try anything on this, you may need to seek the advice of a real medical doctor. It's like, oh God. And then finally, the last episode that is currently up Are you into it? INTUIT. Everyone is psychic, asserts medium Laura Lynn Jackson, who gives a powerful, unexpected reading and invites the Goop gang to open up energetically. This is what we're in for, guys. You see why I thought this would be a shit show that would be fun to review here on YouTube. I got as far as the first episode where they're tripping balls on mushrooms, and I'm like, if this was the highlight, I am very disappointed, because this was boring as shit. And that's saying something, since I'm one of those people that, I have no interest in doing psychedelic drugs whatsoever. I will listen to other people's experiences with them till the fucking cows come home. That intrigues the crap out of me. I don't want to do them, but I'll listen to what other people have to say about when they did them, but I don't want to do them. So, there's a whole episode about them doing magic mushrooms. I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. Let's see this shit. So they're all talking about how some of them have gone and done ayahuasca before, some of them are gonna go do MDMA, some of them are gonna do shrooms. Specifically psilocybin, which, side note, here in California, it wasn't enough that we legalized pot. Apparently now they want to legalize shrooms. I'm thinking I need to leave this fucking state, but okay. Anyways, so fine. They go to friggin' Jamaica, about 4 of them, I think. They actually go to different places. I thought they were all going to one place. No, apparently they're going to different places, different practitioners, different drugs even. Because I think half of them are doing MDMA, half of them are doing psilocybin. And I'm expecting, okay, well, shrooms, you guys are gonna see some shit. They're gonna be tripping balls. This should be entertaining to watch, if nothing else. And while I don't doubt that they saw some shit, this was probably the most boring trip I've ever watched. At best, one chick started crying within like half an hour of drinking her shroom tea. But in general, a lot of it is just them laying on yoga mats on the floor in what I assume to be an ashram. So, there's that. Occasionally, they start laughing, or they start uncontrollably crying out of nowhere. They don't really explain what they're actually going through in their head. A couple times they do, but mostly they just pan to them laughing or crying while laying on their yoga mats. I think at best one of them is looking up at the sky, looking at the clouds, and just like, do the clouds look crazy right now? Because the clouds look crazy. And the house doesn't look crazy, but the clouds look crazy. Does it? I think inside is normal, but the clouds look crazy. And that's like about the closest thing to what any of them are actually seeing that we get. So I'm a little disappointed, but I was like, oh, well, I was hoping for more than that. But, more we get the gay guy whose dad was not present all his growing up, so daddy issues, and oh, here's 2 grown men to hug him while he sobs while tripping balls on magic mushrooms. Okay. There's that. There's another chick that she's crying, but doesn't really get into why she's crying, just that she's crying. But then she starts laughing while one of the practitioners holds her. They have like a rule that the only thing here, no sex and no taking your clothes off while you're high, but anything else goes. It's like, just watching this, I'm like, this could be so easily exploited and these people would never know. That would make me so fucking uncomfortable. I'm sorry, I would not trust this. That's just me. I'm also a chicken shit when it comes to that stuff, but I'm just thinking like, oh, this is a terrible idea on like every fucking level. Why would you? Oh god. But ultimately, the whole episode, I'm just like, Alright, so you gave, like, anecdotal evidence of, like, 3 or 4 people who happened to do a psychedelic drug in a therapeutic setting where, okay, for they personally, they got some kind of psychiatric benefit out of it. Cool for you, but they are the first ones to admit that there are plenty of people, especially if you do it wrong, especially if you dose it wrong, especially if you're in the wrong setting and you aren't with the right people, that it'll make you worse. I am glad that they at least they mention this in there so that they aren't passing this off as, yeah, who needs to go see a psychiatrist or a therapist or anything when you just do some fucking shrooms. It's like, yeah, no, do not go out and do that. They even admit, do not go out and do that. So I'm glad that at least they have that disclaimer. But at the same time, I'm just like, this seems really irresponsible on every possible level. But like, they go into it framing it as, oh, well, with the 90s, there was the boom of psychopharmacology, and people are tired of these drugs that they don't really help, they actually make things worse, and they want an alternative, and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I'm sure some people might be cool with this, but I think there's a great deal of people who are like, fuck to the no. Yeah, they might want another alternative, but this ain't it! And this seems really irresponsible to push it off as, you don't like traditional psychiatric meds? Do this! Yeah, no, don't do this! Don't! That's a bad idea. And they even full on admit, even though they are practitioners for this, they full on, like, disclose that, yeah, do not go out and try to do this. So, that's a thing. But ultimately, the episode was very boring. It left a lot of questions unanswered just about the whole thing. I don't think in 35 minutes they could really cover what they were attempting to cover here. They tried. They failed, but they tried. Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me. But, it all just seems like more pseudoscience, which is kind of what Goop is known for, both their blog and their store. So, I'm not at all surprised by this. I'm kind of terrified now, though, seeing that, and then looking at what the other 5 episodes are of. I'm like, oh god, I have to sit through that much more of these. That's like, let's see, 1 hour, 2 hours, 2.5 more hours of this shit! Oh boy, that I will never get back. Great! I realize there's nobody forcing me to do this but myself, wanting that ad revenue, but, god, I'm like, is there any redeeming factor of this show? I'm not sure. At least with this first episode, my answer is no. But I watched it, so hopefully some of you guys won't have to, because, yeah, no, I mean, it sounds crazy and hilarious on paper, but nah, this was actually boring as shit. So, hopefully I can spare you guys having to sit through it. Granted, this vlog is half as long as that episode is, but I think I pretty much just summed up the entire thing for you that quickly, so you can spare yourself at least half of the time that you potentially would have on that. So, anyways, that is it for this one. It is 1 in the morning. I would like to go to bed. I'm not doing the other episodes tonight, but we'll see when I get to them. So anyways, you guys know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Have you guys watched this show, this episode specifically? What were your thoughts on anything about this? Leave them down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Get your name on the end card for a month from the time of donating and grab yourself some donator perks. And in case you need to hear it today and you haven't yet, I'm proud of you. I love you. See you next time. I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night. Bye-bye.